All right, so the way I'm going to work this today is I've got a stanza from Trust and Awakening I'm going to read, and then I'll give it a little talk on the stanza, the meaning of it, and then we'll do a meditation together. And the meditation will be oriented towards the content of the stanza. So the stanza I've picked for today is the 14th stanza, and this is from Trust and Awakening, my most recently published book. And it's a 4-line stanza. I'll just read the lines. Being is non-being, absence. Non-being is being, manifestation. Now this stanza says a lot, and it's also a stanza that doesn't leave us much room to grab a hold. It's fairly sleek. And when we're talking about non-being, that's really pointing towards a quality of the source, what I call the absolute truth, or absolute reality. And in the functioning of the absolute, there's an unmanifest functioning, which has a chief characteristic of absence, or emptiness, or no-thingness. A nothing is there. And this nothing, this no-thingness, is what non-being is referring to. And the source of the source, the eye of the hurricane, as it were, of the absolute is cessation. Cessation is it's an experience that we can have meditatively where we enter into cessation, our awareness and consciousness enter into cessation, and the peacefulness and the stillness is so profound in cessation that everything becomes peaceful and still. Our consciousness and our awareness go silent. There's no awareness at all, there's no consciousness at all. It's a lights out experience, a dreamless sleep. And when we awaken from cessation, that's the only time we know that cessation has occurred. We can feel the changes, the shifts in our sense of self and our perspective. And then we begin the process of integration. So the first line here, being is non-being, means that all being, all form, comes from cessation. Cessation is the power. When stillness and peacefulness are at their most subtle, they're also at their most potent and powerful. And that's the power that creates life. That's the force that animates the love and the presence of the manifest functioning of the absolute and causes that seed to grow into a plant, the plant to break through the ground, and the flower to open. That's the force of the absolute in function. So when we say being is non-being, all of reality, all of manifestation, everything we can see and touch is actually, it's sourced to the no-thingness, to cessation. Right now, all of reality, all that we can see, each of us, everything around us is nothing but cessation, no-thingness, absence. And the third line, non-being is being. Non-being is being. So cessation, emptiness, no-thingness. All of these are being. They're all functioning. All of reality, everything we can see and touch and come in contact with, comes from cessation. So the non-being becomes being in the way I talked about it coming through an animating presence and love. And that And that animation being the germination of life. That's how we come about. That's how all plants, all animals come about, is through this process. So what this is really referring to, or can be seen to refer to, is a couple of lines from a famous sutra in the Zen school, the Heart Sutra. And the two famous lines are: form is emptiness, emptiness is form. When I was a young Zen student, I somehow had the belief that form is emptiness means form becomes emptiness. And then I believed emptiness becomes form. But the important word is. Doesn't mean they become. Emptiness doesn't become form. Emptiness is form. Right now, emptiness is functioning as form. Right now, form is functioning as emptiness. These are always true. They're always interplaying. And that's what creates all reality. And this is also the compass that takes us back to the source, to awakening, to cessation, which are the two experiences in the Theravada and the Zen tradition that open us to the reality of the Absolute. The Absolute awakens in a particular consciousness, in a location. That's awakening. We don't get awakened. The personality is not awakened. The person is not awakened. Consciousness has an awakening experience. So let's do a little practice now. So settle yourself into your meditation posture. Start with a few deep belly breaths, letting yourself relax and fully take your meditation seat. Put down all the concerns of the world. Lay down all the thoughts that are occupying your mind. Let yourself fully land in this breath, this very moment here. Feel your contact with the floor, the support and holding of the building you're in. If you can sense our Mother Earth beneath, holding each of us in this moment, providing us with this very life, this very breath is a gift from Mother Earth. Bring your awareness to the belly, or making contact with what's called the hara in the Zen tradition. The hara is about 2 finger widths below the navel and 2 finger widths in from the surface of the skin. When you make contact, you'll know because of its sense of grounding, a seatedness, an immediate here-ness to it. So breathe into the hara, letting yourself settle and take that meditative seat. Put down everything else that's here. There's no rejection or just not picking it up. Let yourself trust this process. Trust this meditation. On the next in-breath, invite awareness into the heart area. We're orienting here to the love function of the Absolute. This is a pure love, a love that has no condition. Anything unconditioned isn't born and doesn't die. This pure love of the Absolute has always been present. It always will be present. We don't need to do anything to earn it, and we can't do anything to lose it. It's always fully available. This love is often characterized and seen as a brilliant white, the whitest, white, fluffiest cloud you've ever seen. Vast and expansive, brilliantly white, fluffy cloud of love. Feel the contact with this pure love, the love that accepts every part of you, loves every memory, everything you've ever done is loved completely. Let yourself receive this pure, unconditioned love, soaking it in, absorbing it, letting it fill you. Let yourself relax into this love, being willing to be held, to be nurtured. Feel the buoyancy, the lightness. The warm radiance of the white, fluffy love cloud. On the next in-breath, invite awareness to the center of your forehead. In Theravada Buddhism, we call this the wisdom eye. In the Zen tradition, it's called the Dharma eye. See if you can breathe in and out through the center of your forehead. Just making contact with the wisdom eye. The wisdom eye is the source of inner sight and is an important development of intuitive knowing. You may feel a little pressure in the center of your forehead. If you do, that's fine. If you're not feeling any pressure, that's fine too. On the next in-breath, invite awareness to the top of your head, the crown chakra and the chakra system. See if you can breathe in and out through the crown chakra. The crown chakra is the portal for meditative journeying to other realms and other universes. You may be feeling a little pressure in the crown chakra, or some people feel a kind of energy movement, or you may feel nothing at all. Any of these is just fine. Those of you with inner sight may be noticing the blackness that's in our field, the rich, dark, luminous blackness of the Absolute. The richest, darkest blackness you've ever seen. Let your awareness gently stretch into this void, the vastness, the spaciousness that's here. Let awareness reach in every direction. Feeling the vastness, sensing the no-thingness, the void of the Absolute. You may be noticing the quality of stillness that's here. Stillness can be present even when there's noise or words. You may be able to hear my words arise from stillness and return to stillness. There's also a deep sense of peacefulness here. Another quality of the Absolute. Deep, embracing peacefulness. Everything peacefulness touches becomes peaceful. Relax into the peacefulness. Opening, receiving, surrendering any control, surrendering any doing. Just be here, right now. Let awareness move a little deeper into the peacefulness and stillness. The magnificent quiet that's here. Notice your thoughts are quieting, becoming more still. Peacefulness is settling, smoothing your system, relaxing. Let go into the Absolute. Let go into the peacefulness. You may not know who you are in this moment. You may not know where you are. That's perfectly fine. Just let go. Go a little deeper into the peacefulness and stillness. Surrender a little more of the doing. Notice the profound peacefulness that quiets and soothes. lets us relax. This is our true home. This is who we truly are. Relax into home. This is what you've been seeking right here in this moment. We'll sit silently for about 10 minutes, and then I'll ring the bell.